Okay, I ran out of time on the last video. My camera shuts off at exactly 20 minutes no matter what. I can't change the setting. I don't know why it does it. Okay, but anyway, what I did is I ended up finishing my overlock all the way on the top of all of my facings. And now I'm just going to line up this facing and sew this onto my lace. So just line up all your edges. Match your, you might want to just match your seams to your shoulder seams and line up from there. That would be a good place to start. Okay, let's see if that lays out right. Yes. Okay, so you're just going to pin this and then you're going to sew it all together. Now, as far as the interface, this facing is going to overlap the bottom about 1/4 inch, which is okay, because by the time you open it up, it'll lay flat. Okay, so just do that. Come around here and finish pinning this. Let's see, did those two line up? Yep, almost perfect. Okay. Okay, and line those up. Same thing, you're going to have just a little bit of a 1/4 inch overlap on both sides. That's fine, that's normal. Because you're not going to even when you put the bottom skirt on, it may not match exactly once you put that side seam in, once you add the bottom skirt. So don't worry if it doesn't match up perfect, it's not going to in the end anyway. Okay, so we're just going to do a regular stitch. Back to my regular. Okay, that's not even lined up. What was I thinking here? Okay, so let's just go ahead and sew this down. Your regular 1/4 inch seam. Pick it up and turn it a little bit if you need to. Okay, and that is how we put that middle facing on. See how I messed that up a little bit? I didn't have that laid down flat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little bit of seam out here and I'm going to fix it. where's my needle ripper here? Just take out these couple little stitches here and redo that so that that shoulder seam will stay flat. Go back to your 1/4 inch seam. Okay. Now that seam is laid flat. That one's flat, that one's flat, that one's flat. Okay, so now we can cut our strings off, and we're just going to leave it as it is right now, because our next step is to go ahead and add our well, let me show you what it looks like on the doll. And then our next step will be adding our sleeves. The sleeves are a little bit more complicated than probably something you've done. They add like a decorative cuff on the top of the sleeves that that was the first time I've seen anything like it. The first time I even attempted to make a decorative cuff like that. But here we go, there's that. Let's just put this collar back down a little bit. When you actually go to tack these down, you're just going to tack these down in, so let me put this way. You're going to tack these down just a few places here and there. You're not going to tack them all the way around. Like I tacked them down here on the sleeves here, so you wouldn't see any tacking from the front. But we want to do our sleeves before we put